Yo, what up, y'all? Thank y'all so much for dropping by, man. So, man, I just came across some news out here in these gaming streets, man. So, Xbox is out here still signing 10-year deals with cloud gaming services because of CMA. And lying, crying Jim Ryan tried to get the deal blocked. Xbox is still trying to push this deal through, man. So, not only that, man, we got Redfall, man, about to drop in the Game Pass day one. Another AAA banger from Bethesda, man. All the fanboys are mad. All opponents are hating. They're on their Twitter. They're talking about frame rate, FPS. They still are ignoring the fact that Uncle Phil and Game Pass is out here making big moves, man. That's why I said before, man, you guys better choose a side, man, before it's over, because this right here is about to be a lit year, man. I'm talking about we got bangers after bangers after bangers after bangers dropping day one in the Game Pass, man. Listen, ain't nobody gonna keep us down, man. We're not gonna hold our head down worrying about the lying, crying Jim Ryan trying to team up with the CMA, you know, it's in the FTC, and trying to go up against a juggernaut like Microsoft. Are you insane? Are you crazy? Do you know the moves that Uncle Phil can make right now to destroy PlayStation? Man, don't even play with my boy like that. We already know what time it is, man. I'm talking about, man, we want all the smoke over here on Xbox. We want all of it. Listen to me. If they want the gloves to come off, man, we're about to take them off. That's basically what they're telling you. If you got the president of Microsoft coming out, if you got Uncle Phil say, man, listen, he stepped back. He said, I'm not even worrying about that no more. He said, I'm finna go out here and make more deals. I'm finna go out here and shake hands and make friends with more people. They're signing 10-year deals still. Now, what does that tell you? In court, you didn't even tell me that was an issue. So now you in court capping, talking about, oh, the CMA talking about they didn't pass it because they have, you know, a problem with cloud gaming now. First it was Call of Duty. Now it's cloud gaming? Man, stop the cap. Y'all meeting with each other, the CMA and the FTC meeting together. Y'all doing these little backdoor shady deals with Jim Ryan, Square Enix, all cap. I ain't messing with them. I ain't rocking with them. And if you want to rock with Square Enix, if you care, man, listen. They're finna get blackballed anyway. They're finna get boycotted soon anyway. I ain't even worrying about Square Enix no more. Those cowards. All of them, they're laying in bed together, and I don't trust none of those clowns over there. So forget about fanboys, forget about ponies, forget about Sony. You know what I'm saying? I still rock with PlayStation fans. You know what I'm saying? But I don't rock with fanboys and ponies. You know what I'm saying? I still rock with PlayStation. I still rock with the AAA bangers, man. I'm just gonna keep it real because I know what goes on behind closed doors, how hard it is to push these games out, and I do respect the devs and the studios, but at the same time, whenever you rub, you know, me the wrong way, whenever you rub the Xbox community the wrong way, the Xbox fan base the wrong way, man, I have to step in and say something. And some people don't have a voice. So I had to let my voice be heard because I know what's going down out here in these gaming streets. And those Decepticons over there at Sony are pissing everybody off with trying to block this deal because it's nonsense. It just don't make any sense that you're allowed to go do these little shady backdoor deals, exclusive deals, timed exclusive deals, and block games from coming to Xbox, PC, Nintendo, cloud gaming, mobile, Apple, Google. They're blocking everything from Facebook, Amazon, Netflix. They're blocking everything. Ain't nobody saying nothing. You see how one-sided it is? You see the double standard here? Like, it's just crazy, bro. Like, it's always cool when Sony do it, but when everybody else do it, I forgot. Time out. They're the market leaders. They don't want no competition. It's inadequate. It's anti-competitive. But you know what else is anti-competitive? When I drop this Redfall video.
Redfall used to look like it was straight out of a postcard. I have to be stuck on an island full of vampires? How loud is with y'all?
of collective consciousness.
Going up. Why are you doing this? And why am I first?
People need to know what happened here. That's a neat trick.
We can thank Avon for that.
So, when did you know things on Redfall were bad?
Well, me and my ex were out seeing a movie. We're friends. It's a whole thing. Layla? Oh, shit! After that, I hid out at the university until it was safe to try for the ferry.
And Jason?
Spoilers, Dev. You'll see. Anyway, fun interview. Get ready. Where are they even coming from?
You're not supposed to be here.
Let's go. One left.
Hey! That's delicate equipment.
I built robots, Dev. Sure, I can handle it.
Think fast.
Your parents
Found
okay
Bigfoot
with these
yet?
little field trips of
Are they
yours?
hot?
How many
What?
people did you say showed up at your book signing?
Hey! The crowd at the signing was quite large for a town this size. But the fame isn't the point. I want to show people that the world they imagine isn't that far from the one they know. Of course, Mom and Dad didn't approve. So I had to make my own way. And with limited resources, I had to improvise my own equipment. Self-taught, I'm proud to say. I want to show people what I've seen. To watch their eyes light up. Like a kid on their birthday.
You do realize there's a vampire apocalypse going on?
Well, no one's seen one before, have they? Speaking of, I need to look at the specimen.
Right, because there won't be a million more where that came from.
Locals.
Over here!
I'll bite out your heart.
I think not!
Let's get some light on the subject.
Vector transfer.
The rooks are on!
Nothing can stop me.
I'm making an example of you.
That one hurt. I'm fine. It's fine. Let's get moving!
Still alive. Wild.
Just a moment more.
It's okay. Not like there's anything else going on.
That's it, precisely. No one knows what's going on, and we have to document this.
All you want to know is what happened that night, right?
Ooh, something serious, Jacob.
It was just a job. Bellwether sent us on a standard recover and burn up.
Bellwether?
Private military contractor. You don't ask questions, and they don't answer. But we were ambushed by something. Won't leave me alone.
Does it have a name?
I think we're done here, Div. Vampire fan club incoming.
Sniper! Watch out!
Stay sharp.
He's gone!
Sleep tight.
I can't see him! I can't see him!
Last one. Earn your keep, bird brain. Well, all right. Let's see what all this fuss is for.
Let's roll the dice, eh?
In a game all about vampire slaying, it's pretty important that killing your blood-feasting foes feels like an event in and of itself. That's exactly what Arcane Austin has done with Redfall. Much like how assassination sim Dishonored had gloriously bloody backstab animations, Redfall revels in the act of plunging a wooden stake through a vampire's heart. There's weight in the blow as you knock your foe backwards and slam them into the floor, pushing a boot into a jaw that quickly evaporates into fiery dust. Yes, killing vampires in Redfall feels good.
Got it.
At a recent hands-on event, I played around 90 minutes of Redfall, which gave me the first taste of something akin to a Far Cry game made by Stephen King. It's an open-world shooter set in modern-day Massachusetts, filled with gothic small-town vibes, fanged horrors, and a buffet of activity types. That means Prey and Dishonored developer Arcane Austin is operating in uncharted territory. Redfall is very different to the studio's other games, and initially feels a lot more conventional. A freely explored map with safe houses, enemy camps, side errands, and tier-graded loot. Check, 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 and check. But the more I played, the more I saw of what I'd expect from the historically ambitious developer. The island town of Redfall has clever environment design that's engineered to complement your skills. The enemy AI is there to be toyed with, allowing you to bait your foes into traps. And every second room I entered felt staged to tell a story. Redfall definitely is an Arcane game, just not the one I expected. The demo began midway through an investigation into Dr. Addison, a physician turned vampire god known as the Hollow Man. I was to search his mansion, a ransacked estate that appeared frozen in time mid-explosion, in the hope of discovering something that may weaken him. Of course, said mansion was crawling with enemies, both bloodsuckers and the humans who work in service to them. It was a classic infiltration setup that had much of what you'd expect of Arcane's work in this field. Patrolling cultists guarded the perimeter, CCTV-like vampires lurked on the building's roof, and there were multiple entry points to choose from.
He lived in a bloody mansion. See a few possible entrances.
Inside, the route to my objective was spelled out only with clues, and so exploration and close reading of the space is mandatory. It soon became clear that to find what I was looking for, I needed to replace 3 characters missing from Addison's daughter's dollhouse. After scouring the house and finding the little figures I needed, I was transported back to a period where the mansion was tidy, unexploded, and Addison hadn't gone full vampire mode. In this timeline, which felt like a simpler, less fantastical version of Dishonored 2's Crack in the Slab in the way it repurposed the location to tell its story, I watched apparitions play out a tragedy between Addison and his daughter. It's a tale I won't spoil here, but one that reveals the vampire god's weakness, and presumably will help me burn him out of existence in a later mission. Of course, Redfall isn't all about rebuilding creepy dollhouses and reliving children's trauma. As mentioned earlier, it's also very much about sending vampires to hell in very cool ways. Your arsenal comprises a bunch of conventional firearms, shotguns, pistols, assault rifles, and the like, as well as a variety of DIY weapons designed specifically for vampire hunting. The selection I've used of the former feel heavy and powerful, but even those with the highest stats are unable to truly eliminate a vampire. Bloodsuckers downed by regular guns will reanimate a few moments later, and so, in tradition with vampire lore, the only way to properly end them is with a stake driven through their heart. Many guns are equipped with a wooden bayonet for such occasions, but the jury-rigged stake launcher lets you dust vamps from a distance with a single trigger pull. Ammo for the launcher seems much more scarce than regular bullets though, and so I found myself continually assessing if each fanged target was worth the shot. Should you be out of stakes, there are other ways to do the job. Fire does the trick, and so exploding hazards or flare guns will turn a vampire into a smouldering barbecue. Electricity also generates heat, and so setting up some kind of live wire trap will fry them too. They also hate ultraviolet light. It freezes them into temporary stone statues, so a UV emitter gun is a handy thing to pack. Just remember to shatter your targets before the petrification wears off. All of these techniques give the sense of vampire hunting being a process, a profession. To be the slayer means learning the tricks of the trade. Each of Redfall's 4 playable protagonists are equipped with unique skills to help with that process. For this session, I played as Devinder Crowsley, a quippy British cryptozoologist most obviously built around being a modern-day Buffy. His arc javelin is an electrified spear that can chain bolts of lightning around a group of enemies, and scoring a perfect throw with it feels immensely satisfying. The Blacklight, meanwhile, floods a wide area with UV light for quick crowd control. They were useful in my single-player demo, but are abilities I'm excited to use as part of a co-op session. I'm interested to see the results of experimentation with a combination of different characters' skills. My favourite of Devinder's gadgets is his translocator, a frisbee-like device that teleports you to wherever it's thrown. It's Redfall's closest answer to Dishonored's blink ability, and it quickly became my most used tool, letting me access out-of-reach open windows, flank enemies, appear behind guards for takedowns, and bypass grids of laser trip mines. It also helped just getting around. While Redfall's map seems much smaller than those in most open-world shooters, there's still a lot of ground to cover, and being able to throw the translocator over houses, streets and fences was very handy for exploring the town. As you'd expect from a game in this genre, there's a whole bunch of things to do beyond the main storyline. There are multiple safe houses to unlock, each of which becomes an ammunition stockpile and a fast travel location. There are activities which help pull neighbourhoods back from full vampire infestation, such as wiping out cultist rallies or preventing a powerful creature emerging from its blood amber cocoon. Then there are errand-like side quests that appear to be peppered with arcane Easter eggs, such as one where you head off to find whiskey and cigars. But the best side activities are the strangest ones, at least from the small sample I've seen so far. Vampire nests transport you into a twisted psychic realm, where you must destroy a room-sized heart and then claim as much treasure as possible before the entire place collapses around you like some kind of blood-splattered game show. Back in the town, you're frequently reminded that the vampire gods are watching you, and if you cause too much trouble, they'll send an incredible Hulk-like freak to beat 7 bells out of you in a battle played out beneath a wild electrical storm. The repeating nature of open-world tasks feels completely at odds with Arcane's typically handcrafted approach. But it's in these two activities that I saw a glimmer of how the studio is rethinking the building blocks of the genre to make them feel more systemic or novel. The other area in which traditional open-world shooter design is at odds with Arcane's legacy is stealth. To be clear, stealth is a component of Redfall, but it adheres to a very different rulebook than that used by Dishonored. Sneaking flows between regular bursts of violent, chaotic conflict. Dishonored was Arcane's interpretation of pure stealth classics like Thief, but the studio's touchstones for Redfall are very different. Before my demo began, co-director Harvey Smith name-checked Far Cry 2 and Stalker as influences. Two shooters from an experimental period years before the likes of Gearbox and Ubisoft established the largely unwavering open-world FPS formula. If Arcane Austin can bring its own version of the kind of innovation those games did back in the early 2000s, then Redfall could well inject a static genre with some long overdue excitement. For more looks at upcoming games, check out our previews of Dead Island 2 and Final Fantasy XVI. And for everything else, stick with IGN.
And there you have it, guys, man. Make sure you guys smash that like, that subscribe button, click that notification bell, man, so you guys can stay notified on all of the new latest and greatest news out here in these gaming streets, man. And if you'd like to donate to the channel, man, just click the link down below in the description. If you'd like to jump into the Xbox ecosystem, the PlayStation ecosystem, or buy things, just click the link down below in the description. Thank you and peace.